Welcome back to another video. I have an LED light to look at today. This is the Duken M6 and this was sent in via Sirui. This appears to be another brand name that the company are using. So we get on to the unboxing. You have a warranty card. There is your Type A to Type C charging cable. They also have this plastic connector with a brass thread, 1/4 inch thread. That is for attaching other devices such as microphones. Onto the unit itself, this is how it comes with the silicone cover around it that acts as a diffuser, and it also has a cold shoe connector which is screwed into the base. It's completely metal and you have two wheels on there to adjust on the thread. That's so that you can lock it into the unit, and the other one is for when you're attaching it onto the hot shoe. Don't have to put it into a hot shoe, it could be a cold shoe technically because there's no connection between this and the camera. It's literally just a physical connection. I'll just take off the silicone cover that comes with the Duken, and this is quite a useful cover, partly because it diffuses the light and it also gives a bit of protection to the rest of the light. And it's pretty much plastic all around. You can see the covering on that as well. That is attached, you can't take that off. There's also a little hole there which you can put perhaps a wrist strap or something like that through there. You'll see on the casing there are 3 slots. That's so you can put the attachment in, and then if you want to you can put a microphone or something else like that. I'll just give you an overview of the operation now. Just the 4 buttons on the back of this. They're quite simple and straightforward to use, although perhaps the markings could be a bit clearer. Some people do prefer the jog wheels though over the buttons. The 3 modes that we have on this are the normal color temperature in Kelvins and the output. Then we've got a sort of color wheel, 360 degrees, where you can go through the different color settings and intensity. And there is an FX mode. That is for sort of special lighting effects and different features, which I will show you a bit later on. I will do a little demo at the end of the video so you can see some of those effects. Once you have got into the mode you want, you use the function button to cycle through the various options. Once you've got the parameter that you want, it's just a case of using the plus and minus buttons to make adjustments. Quick press will take you into the small adjustments, or you can hold down the button and that will cycle through much quicker. The buttons do feel quite nice, they're quite tactile, you can definitely feel the switch engaging, and they're not so soft that you're likely to hit them by accident. The same sort of thing applies to the rest of the casing. I'm quite happy with the build quality. Although it is plastic, it does feel quite secure to me, and there's no flexing or anything like that. The HSI is the 360 degrees for the color spectrum. It takes you through the entire color circle. And the other setting that you have, that is the intensity of the color. So for example, when you take it down from 100 to 50, it adds more white light to it. It's not just high saturation on the color. So you can get quite a lot of different color effects with this, and you can also reduce it. So there's only a slight tint of the color in the light output. Moving into the FX mode, there are a total of 13 with these, and you have variations A to C. Those variations could be the speed. Sometimes it's got a different lighting pattern, and I've got a list which I'll show you in a second, which will list out all the different modes. Personally, my thoughts with the FX mode are that I probably wouldn't use most of these lighting effects, but I can understand why they have put them in. There is some potential to use them if, for example, you're making a video production, and you need, say, like a police light or an ambulance light, something like that. I can see where that would be useful, or a lighting effect with the thunder and the flashing. Do be careful on this one though, don't get yourself into trouble driving around with any of these flashing red and blue lights. I'll just show you the 10 save slots now. Very simple to save and load them. Just long press the M button. And that's just for the 2 main modes, not the FX mode, because they're already pre-configured. We're going to have a quick look at the battery charging now. and it's reasonably quick. It takes around an hour and 40 from flat. I got the capacity just under 2000 milliamp hour. As you would expect, you can run this whilst it is charging, and you'll get around about 2 hours at the highest output. My thoughts overall with this LED light are that I like the form factor. It's a nice, compact and lightweight unit. I like the fact they included the silicone cover, which offers a good degree of protection, and it also gives you quite a nice soft diffusion effect. In common with a lot of these lighting units, the battery is sealed in. I would prefer to be able to get in there and have easy access to the battery. I'd also prefer some slightly larger buttons on the back, although that is a fairly small point. I'll leave you now with the lighting demo, so do have a look through that. Any questions or thoughts on this, do let me know down below in the comments section. As usual, I do appreciate you watching the videos. It does help the channel, and hopefully this year things will pick up a little bit if we can get through this chip shortage.